Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my Game Week 22 team selection and preview. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 35 likes. Leave a comment. What is your Game Week 22 team looking like as of right now? Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, my team for Game Week 22 still needs a bit of work, but in goal we have De Gea, who has a nice double game week of Aston Villa away and then Brentford away. So 2 away games, which obviously isn't the greatest situation. I would much prefer them to both be at Old Trafford, but it is what it is. Now, of course, United did just beat Villa in the FA Cup, but I feel like Villa definitely deserved to have gotten at least 1 goal in that game. Like, the fact that they didn't score was just beyond me, honestly. So I'm not really feeling too comfortable about that game, especially as this time it's not even at Old Trafford. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. But then Brentford away as well. Hopefully we can pick up a couple of points there, maybe even if they're just save points or something. I still think De Gea is probably the best keeper for this double game week, just because the rest of the teams have like 1 bad fixture and then 1 good fixture, or 2 bad fixtures, whereas De Gea has 2 okay fixtures. You know, anything could happen in those games, but we'll see what happens. But you know, I'm just happy that I don't have to do anything with my keeper. He's just got 2 double game weeks, well, he's got a dual game week, should I say, and I don't have to worry about it. In the back we have Trent, Cancelo, Reguilon and Rudiger, so 2 more double game week players. But that's it. So far it looks like I've got quite a few double game weeks, but that's it. The rest of my team don't have double game weeks, unfortunately. But yeah, Trent, who is of course flagged at the moment, he does have COVID. He might actually be done with his isolation now. I think the last time we heard about it was that he was like, he was still isolated for like a couple days and then he was returning to training, so he might be back to training now. He will miss the Arsenal game, but I'm not bothered about that because it's got nothing to do with FPL. So hopefully he should be fit and ready for Brentford at home, which hopefully will be a nice fixture there. Hopefully get a clean sheet. We've got Cancelo at home to Chelsea. That game honestly could go any way, really. I really don't know. I feel like City will win, but it could be like a 2-1 or something, which isn't great, because I have a Chelsea centre-back and I have a City full-back as well. So a 0-0 there would be absolutely perfect, but we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, Cancelo and Trent, and then my 2 double game week players, Reguilon and Rudiger. So Rudiger, City away, and then Brighton away. 2 away games, one of them is at City. So yeah, not the greatest double game week for Chelsea players at all. I know a lot of people are bringing in Alonso on their free hits and stuff, which I completely understand. The only reason I've not got rid of Rudiger yet is just simply because he's starting every single game. And yeah, Chelsea have not been able to keep a clean sheet lately. I still think there's a lot of goal threat that comes with Rudiger as well. He has got a goal this season. He's got a couple of assists. I mean, most of those were penalties, but I'll still take them. But yeah, I mean, the fact that they couldn't keep a clean sheet against Brighton at Stamford Bridge isn't really filling me with confidence to keep a clean sheet away at Brighton. But we'll have, yeah, again, I mean, it's not the great, and that's what I mean. Like, this is why I'm less inclined to use my free hit or wildcard or anything like that, because, you know, City away and then Brighton away, they're kind of the fixtures that a lot of teams are kind of dealing with right now. Like, look at Reguilon, he's got Arsenal at home and then Leicester away. So Leicester away, you know, that might not even go ahead. That could be postponed. And then the other fixture is Arsenal at home. I mean, Arsenal are playing really, really well at the moment, apart from the FA Cup. And Tottenham, exactly not the greatest team right now. That honestly could go either way. It's a derby as well. Like, there could be a few yellows there, could be a few reds. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I mean, as I said, the double game week fixtures just are not that good. So that's my back line. In midfield, we have Foden, Gray, Bowen, and Jota. Now, I've got the captaincy on Jota right now, but that will change after I've made my transfers. But yeah, Foden's still flagged, should be back. I mean, it's been a long time since Game Week 21 and City played, so he should hopefully be back by Game Week 22, Chelsea at home. You know, I'll be okay with Rudiger's clean sheet going if Foden is on the end of the goal or the assist, you know, then I'll be okay. We have Gray away at Norwich. Again, I bought Gray in for this double game week that just happened, but of course, Leicester game got postponed, so I took a -4 to bring in Gray, expecting him to play both games, and then if he didn't do anything in those games, then, you know, I'd at least make my points back from the 4 points from blanking twice. But of course, with how COVID is at the moment, Leicester game was postponed, so I just took a -2 basically, which isn't great. And then Bowen, well, technically not just a -4 because obviously I don't even know who I would have had playing there, to be fair. I can't remember who I took out for him. It's been so long. I think I took out Bernardo Silva for him, who actually got an assist this week. So yeah, definitely should have kept him in. Bad call from me there, but it is what it is. I mean, I brought Gray in as well because of the fixtures coming up as well. He's got Norwich away, then Villa, then Newcastle, Leeds, Southampton. Like, that's kind of another reason I brought them in. And hopefully his double game week is sooner rather than later, so I can just kind of benefit from that before I get rid of him. We've got Bowen at home to Leeds, and then again, we've got Jota at home to Brentford. So two really nice fixtures there for Bowen and Jota. Like, on paper, my team's not terrible. It's just everything kind of has to go my way in order to get a few points. You know, I could easily just get, like, I don't know, 4 points from the City and Brighton game, 4 points for Reguilon from those two games, you know, 4 points for De Gea. But in a perfect week, you know, they get 2 clean sheets in all those games, and I'm sitting pretty. But yeah, that's the midfield. Up top, we have Watkins at home to United, who again was flagged, but now he is back because he did play in the FA Cup. Really, really unfortunate not to score in that game as well. I feel like he's definitely going to be hungry to grab a goal against United in the next fixture. Did hit the crossbar, which was really unfortunate. Scored another goal, which was offside, and I think he missed quite an easy chance as well. So yeah, could have easily got 3 on the day. And then we've got Antonio at home to Leeds as well, with the bench being Steele, White, Salah, and Lockyer. So as you can clearly see, I've got a couple problems on my bench. Lockyer is just not going to be playing anyway, even though he wasn't, but he's definitely not playing now because he's transferred away. And then Salah is off to AFCON. So what I was going to do originally this week, well, I'll obviously go over my transfers in a sec, but yeah, that is my team for game week 22. Let's go over transfers now. So I have 1.1 mil in the bank, 1 free transfer, and then this is what my team's looking like. So what I want to do really is get rid of Lockyer this week and also get rid of Salah. I'm bringing 2 double game week players, take a hit, which again, I've been taking a couple of hits now, to be fair. I took 1 hit last week, taking another hit this week, but I feel like I would benefit quite a bit off doing that. So what I'm going to do instead is, I think this week I'm going to play Rudiger, Trent, and Reguilon in the back. I'm going to play 3 at the back. I'm going to bench Cancelo. I don't know which midfielder I'm going to bring in yet. I have not made my mind up. I'm even thinking of bringing in Bruno, just because he has 2 okay fixtures, but I think that might also be kind of dumb. I'm not too sure. I have to think over a bit. If I do bring in Bruno, I'll be playing Bruno, Jota, Bowen, and Gray, and benching Foden. So I'm going to bench both my City players, watch them whitewash Chelsea 3-0 once I do that. And then obviously up front, I want another 3 strikers as well. So I'm going to have Watkins, Antonio. Then I'm also thinking about getting in King as well. So this is what I'm thinking of doing for this game week. So bringing in King, I have 12.3 mil in the bank, obviously, but I will need a little bit more money. Like, I wish I did not bring in Gray, because if I didn't bring in Gray, what would have happened this week was that I would have still had Bernardo Silva, and then I could have easily just no, never mind. I don't actually know how much money I would have had if I kept Bernardo Silva. Yeah, never mind. I wouldn't have made a good shot. Yeah, either way, I would have had to have taken a hit this week, even if I kept Bernardo Silva, because I would have needed the extra funds. But either way, yeah, I'm taking Lockyer out and Salah. Sorry for that. I just had a brainwave that definitely was not a brainwave. So yeah, I'm bringing in King, 12.3 mil in the bank, and then if I bring in, let's just say I bring in Bruno, you know, not the best idea at all at this point in time, I believe. That gives me 0.7 mil in the bank, and of course I won't be able to bring Salah back in on that unless Fernandes pops off and gets some crazy price rises, and Salah will keep going down in price. You know, I think he's 12 point, what is he now? Is he 12.8, I think? Yeah, he's 12.8 now. He's had, like, bro, his ownership has shot down, man. He was like 75%. He's now 49.6. That's crazy. But yeah, he won't be playing for a few weeks yet, so he will be missing all of these good game weeks, unfortunately. I mean, if they double up in 26 or 25, then, you know, he's laughing. But of course, they blank in 27 too, and I'm going to have 3 Liverpool players in that game, most likely. I might get rid of Jota before that, but I really don't want to. But anyway, this is one kind of idea that I'm thinking of doing. So I'll bring in Fernandes for Salah, bring in King for Lockyer, take a hit, 0.7 mil in the bank, and then what I'll probably do the week after to attack these kind of City fixtures. Again, double game weeks could happen, which would change all of this. I will probably get rid of Rudiger because he is not going to be playing soon. I mean, I could keep him, to be fair, because they do have Tottenham at home, but then I'll be playing. But next week I'll be playing Rudiger, Trent, and Cancelo probably. and I'll have Reguilon still. So yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. I either keep him for Tottenham at home, or I use my transfer to bring in Diaz for Rudiger, which puts me even more down on the funds, and that gives me 0.3. And then probably what I'll have to do is just get rid of Gray and downgrade him to like a 4-point middle player or something like that, which will allow me to get Salah back in. So yeah, that's kind of one avenue that I'm thinking of taking. It's a tough one, to be fair, because of the double game weeks and stuff. I kind of want to save my transfers, so I probably won't bring in Diaz that week, even though it's, I mean, is it a definite clean sheet? Who are they even playing? They're playing Southampton away. I mean, and to be fair, Southampton, they got a clean sheet. I think they held them though, didn't they? When it was at home at the Etihad. I can't remember actually. Earlier on in the season, I don't think they got anything, because I think Livramento got like a clean sheet or something, and everyone was like raving and ranting about benching him. So yeah, I might just keep Rudiger for that. We can just play him and just hope for the best against Tottenham. And I mean, Son is out as well, so that helps a little bit with the clean sheet potential there for Rudiger. If he's still there anyway. If he goes in the January transfer window, I don't even know what's going to happen. But either way, we've got Bruno, Jota, yeah. So I'll also have to get rid of Bruno eventually as well. Even though, like, I'm okay with bringing him in, but I'd be bringing him in against West Ham at home, which isn't really a fixture I want to bring him in. And again, perfect would have been just to bring in Son this week, and that'd have been all right. I wouldn't even have to worry about him or anything like that. But because he is now injured, I really don't know who to bring in midfield. I could downgrade to Maddison if I really wanted to, and just have like loads of money in the bank ready, which I'm obviously not going to spend. I'm going to keep for Salah when he's back. But I could bring in Maddison, who again has some okay fixtures, Burnley and Tottenham in game week 22. But will they play? I kind of want to wait for more information on the Leicester team before I make any transfers for them, because if Leicester do have another postponement, I would have brought in Maddison, which I don't particularly want in my team anyway, because his fixtures aren't great after this. You know, he has Brighton, which is tough, then he has Liverpool and West Ham. You know, he's not really a player that I want in my team, and I'll be keeping him for a couple of game weeks until Salah is back, in whether that be game week 24, 25 or whatever. So I'm kind of edging towards Bruno. But will Bruno, I mean, Bruno has played so bad. He's not necessarily played bad this season, but he's just had no returns, has he really? I mean, he started he started so strongly with 20 points. And then since then, you know, he's not had a... When was his last goal? I don't even know. Game week 14 was his last goal, because he's not on pens anymore either. It makes him a little bit less desirable. His last assist was game week 10. I mean, I think it's going to be a bit of a ballsy play to bring him in, so I probably won't bring in Bruno either. I'll most likely bring in Maddison, but we'll have to see what happens there. But either way, that is going to be my team selection and preview for game week 22. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like down below. Leave a comment. What is your team looking like? Subscribe if you're brand new. That's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.